Are you coming off as too salesy? Hi, this is Matthew Luke. Thanks for watching this quick video. I'd like to share with you an incredibly important concept and one of the reasons why many business owners just don't see the results in business that they're capable of, why they don't have enough customers, and ultimately why they can't live the life that they truly want of abundance. And the main problem is how they look at their actual product in the sales process. Most doctors and professionals that I speak with, they don't like to, quote, sell. And many are afraid of coming off as too salesy. But I really like what Joe Polish says. He says that people love to be sold. No one likes to be pressured, though. And there's a big difference. Sales, truthfully, is all about education. Now, regardless if you're a doctor or plumber or other type of professional, attorney, veterinarian, etc., what you have to understand is you have an obligation and a duty to educate people about your product or service, especially if it helps transform lives or if it's for the betterment of them. A lot of people, they might know that they need your service. Let me give you a quick example. When somebody hurts their back, let's say they have a bulging disc or a herniated disc, they know that they need to seek help. But when they come into, let's say, a chiropractor's office, the doctor still has to educate this patient because they don't understand the whole process, how long a herniated disc takes to heal, and the fact is once they're out of pain, doesn't necessarily make them better because the cartilage hasn't healed. So a lot of times we as professionals, again, we're a little bit hesitant to let others know about the benefits, the risks, what they're going to receive, how it's ultimately going to transform their lives, and what to do now. There's a specific progression in the entire sales process. And again, I'm using the word sales or selling in terms of educating this person that needs your product or service. For example, in the chiropractic profession, I used to look, when I was in practice, there's a lot of people out there that die from misinformation, right? There's drug ads on television all day long telling them to take this newest drug, take this drug, and these cause a plethora of side effects. But if people would actually educate themselves, they could get off these drugs naturally, or most of these drugs naturally, and start to take care of their lives, get exercise, get better nutrition, have a strong emotional health, and they can live fully optimal lives. But in your sales process or in your office or business, you want to really take a step back and look from the consumer's perspective, right? They're coming to you for a problem that they need help with, or maybe your product solves a specific issue that, of course, they want. So you have to take it in a step-by-step approach. And one of the easiest processes that I know of is, here's what the product is, here's the service, here's what it's going to do for you, and here's what I want you to do next. As I mentioned before, no one wants to be pressured during a sales process, but people love to be educated. They want to know how you're going to help them. What's in it for me? You should always be thinking about what's in it for me, and that's what the customer is thinking, whether it's a prospective patient, client, or a prospective customer. They're always thinking, why should I use this? I might need to use this, but educate me a little bit. So you want to list out 4 or 5 of the top bullet points based on what you personally see or the needs that you know. You should hopefully already know the needs of your clients and customers, why they utilize your service, what are their emotional triggers. It's very, very important because you can use that in terms of how it benefits them, and you can also remind them of what they would miss out on. Obviously, if you're a physician, you might tell them about the risks of not getting this resolved. Can something bad happen later on? Can it lead to arthritis? You want to be completely direct and transparent with either your patients, clients, or customers because they deserve that, but you're educating them on on how to make the best decision. Hopefully that makes sense, and you understand that you shouldn't necessarily worry about coming off as too salesy, especially if you're not pressuring. So I don't recommend pressuring when somebody's about to use your service or buy your product, but just take an educated platform and list out the benefits. Hey, Mrs. Jones, we're glad that you have interest in X, your product or service. Here's what it's going to do for you. Boom, 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 boom. And ultimately, you can be that solution that they're looking for, but always tell them what to do next. And what I find is that when you tell them what to do next, make sure there's some deadline or some urgency that's legitimate as to why you can't offer this particular special or whatever it is for the next 10 years, right? You want to get people to take action now because you have a product and or service that can change their lives, and the sooner they can experience it, obviously the sooner they're going to get results and be a lot happier. So always give some type of deadline. And what you can also do is you can also deliver what I call fast action bonuses or special gifts if they take advantage today. It just helps to drill in that fact that, hey, they're getting an extra 5 to 10 times more value if they decide to take advantage today of your offer. So if you present it in that way, and of course if you ultimately have some type of risk reversal, right? Do you have a money back guarantee with your product or service? And the reason why you might want to consider that is because that tells me as a consumer that, hey, this business owner, they have a lot of faith in what they do, or they know this treatment, this service, this product is going to work and deliver me the results that I want. So let me list that out again just so you can kind of recap. So in a basic sales framework, it's pretty simple. Here's what I have, right? Your product or service, list out what it is, how it's unique, etc. Here's what it's going to do for you. List 4 to 5 bullet points specifically that this individual is going to know, hey, how does it benefit me, my emotions, my needs, what I want now. You want to have some urgency and scarcity involved with it. Of course, this should all be ethical and it should be real urgency and scarcity, not just made up. You know, sometimes online it's interesting, you see that you have software products that say, hey, you know, we only have 5 software products left. Well, the truth is it's software, so you don't just have 5 left, you have an unlimited supply. So it's one thing if you're purposely limiting it to the next 5 or 10 customers at a certain rate, but again, be transparent and you know, make that come across in your message. And then you want to tell people exactly what to do next. Never assume that the public knows what to do. Even if you've written a sales page, always tell them to click the link below. Click the big yellow add to cart button. Tell them in person exactly what you want them to do next. Give them their options. If you have case studies or client testimonials, that's always a great way to fuse that in to the sales process. And as I mentioned before, deliver some extra, maybe unannounced bonus or some fast action special that this individual can use today to make their life much better. Plus, they get 5 to 10 times more value than what they already thought. This is a very, very powerful formula that if you use correctly can absolutely amplify your sales and your customer base based on the product and service that you already have. So I want you to think about it in terms of you have an obligation to deliver your product and service into the hands of every person that's qualified as possible because you know it can transform their life. That's what I want, the approach that I want you to take in terms of getting your product out there, be committed to your inner purpose, and understand that formula, and as you apply it, I can guarantee you're going to see some exponential results in your online business or in your small business offline. So hopefully you found a lot of value from this video and that made a lot of sense. This one formula alone, I mean, I can't even put a price tag on what this has been worth to me, not just in monetary value, but ultimately credibility in the marketplace, right? So click the like button below and share this message with friends if you did, and then feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel or my blog. If you check out my blog at dcincome.com/blog, I've got hundreds of free training videos that will help you earn more, experience more, and give back. That's my mission, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Also, if you're looking to take your business and your life to the next step, and you found this formula valuable today in this video, I'd also like to invite you to apply for my personal coaching program. That's where we work one-on-one together. I sit down with you, or we get on the phone together, and I can analyze your business, develop a marketing plan, and really make you more effective than where you are now. Sometimes it's even just the minor tweaks that make the biggest difference in your results and in your life. I also have a separate program called the Total Immersion Day where I come out to you, or you come down here to my hometown of Atlanta, and then we have just fun. We develop your own information products or solidify your business strategy and or create passive income. But anyway, hopefully you found some value out of this video. I'll talk to you soon. See you later, guys.